Good morning, Mouseketeers. Hello once again from Morganstone Comic. We are ready for round 4 of the second annual March Disney event with fellow writer / competition right now. My friend Dan Wright and I on our new channel, Panda Power. And again this year we have Disney couples reshuffled, perfect for Valentine's Day, a little bit after. And it's morning. I'm a little sleepy right now, so if I go out of it, I apologize. But there's lots of snow. It's been snowing all week. The kids have been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at my work, but it's okay. So we're here for match number 4, and I am wearing Little Mermaid, although I do not have either Ariel or Eric because Dan's karma was too nice and had to take them from my clutches. We're calm. Anyway, so hopefully you guys voted for match 1, 2, and 3. And of course you voted for my amazing reshuffled couples. And again, my hashtag for the event is #MPPMorgan. And for round 4, I'm really excited about this one. One, I get to talk about a princess that was not one of my favorite stories growing up as a child. But she's starting to grow on me, especially because I've discovered I can kind of do her voice. And you'll be able to hear her impressions in some videos that we did with our good friend, Will Turner. We can share the links below. They're on our websites, medias for sure. But I also, for my prince in this round, I took Dan's favorite Disney hero. Oh, he was so mad. If you guys saw the video with us doing the number generator to randomly make our couples so everything was fair. And his reaction is priceless. So I'm really excited to see how this match is going to turn out because I have his favorite. Not that I'm taunting. Okay, so round 4. Let's get started. So our new lovebirds, or the turtle doves, for this round is the original Disney princess, the fair, the sweet, the young Snow White, from Disney's 1937 film, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. And then we have the tall, the rugged, the smolder. We have Flynn Rider, or Eugene, from 2010 amazing Disney film Tangled, based on the story of Rapunzel. That's right. I have Flynn Rider in this match. And Dan is going to be having a cow right now. Please film that, though. They'll probably get you a viral video. Just saying, if you do have a cow. Alright, so let's see Snow White, the fairest of them all, and Eugene, Flynn Rider, the bandit, would be a good match together. Alright, here we go. So Snow White is named Snow White because she has lovely, pale, fair skin, as white as the snow, and snow is white, so Snow White. There's not really like a hidden meaning behind it. It's kind of literal, but it's unique. I actually did have a classmate in high school that her last name was White, and her parents named her Snow as her first name, and she was not very thrilled about it, but it's a unique concept, especially for the time period. Snow White is very tender-hearted, and she sees the good in everything. She's good in nature. You learn from other renditions, I suppose, of the original story, that her mother had a good heart as well, and most of them. So there's that, genetics. You also hear a lot of stories that her father was very kind, especially in the Once Upon a Time version. I love ABC's Once Upon a Time, and I love how Snow White's role is expanded. She's older, she's spunky, she's not afraid to take anything, but she's still very gallant and pure. And that's also Disney canon, I guess, in a sense. So I like that Snow, too. But Snow White's also the youngest Disney princess by far. She's 14, which I'll get into more in a little bit. So it's probably part of her innocence. She's not afraid to work or to deal with messes. She kind of was forced to at a very young age with her stepmother in the animated film. So she's not afraid to do hard work. She's in rags and she's scrubbing the stairs and she's getting water from the well and she's smiling and singing. And she's just happy to be with her animal friends and everything. So she's not afraid of that. She also is a good cook. So that helps. She's handy. A lot of men want women that can cook. I can't cook because my husband's picky, but oh well, it's not my fault. She loves animals and can communicate with them. people have speculated if that is a power or maybe just her purity attracts the animals, but she basically commands them in a way to do what she wants. She's nice about it. But in the whole song, Whistle While You Work, they do everything she says, and makes things a lot easier, and it's adorable. I don't know if that's animal abuse or not. Don't tell PETA if it is, because it's really cute. But she can communicate with animals, so that's something very useful, especially when we talk about Flynn later. Again, excellent cook. She has this need to take care of other people, because she has to take care of the queen. So that's why she sees a dirty house, and she doesn't go, maybe they like to live this way, or, maybe it's just a bad day. No, she just cleans it up. That's it. I don't know if she has OCD and it bugs her. I know my OCD would kick in, but I think she wants to care for these people because they, unbeknownst to them, gave her shelter. That's very kind of her. Very protective of her friends. It's a good quality to have for a princess or a young lady. She adores stories, and she can craft tales and sing songs for herself. So she likes to tell stories. She likes to sing and dance and have a good time. When she sings Someday My Prince Will Come, and they're dancing with the dwarves. It's really adorable. And being a storyteller is really neat. It's a special skill. So there you go, Snow White. In the original story, though, Snow White does have a revenge-seeking side. We're talking about the Brothers Grimm version. She makes her stepmother wear iron-hot shoes when the stepmother, after, I don't know if they think she's deceased or they just don't want her, they're just going to assume she's gone. She comes and crashes the wedding, hearing that the most beautiful princess of all is getting married. I guess the stepmother's super jealous. She doesn't get how being that jelly affects you. And she crashes this wedding of this unbeknownst princess. It happens to be Snow White. Snow White makes her wear red-hot iron shoes, and basically she has to wear them until she falls over and she dies. So, Snow White definitely has a revenge-seeking side. And again, like ABC's Snow White with Once Upon a Time, she's not really revenge-seeking, but she's definitely done some dark things. She got some darkness in her heart, because she's had to. Her heart's kind of in half, literally, to save the love of her life, who is, of course, Prince Charming, who has a great big role. I don't want to spoil it because there's lots of seasons, but Snow White's not as completely innocent as we want to believe in the original tale. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because everybody has a little bit of evil in them. Of course, she's pure and innocent because she's young, and that's great. I'm glad that's her thing. But if she was completely perfect, she wouldn't be very realistic or relatable. So I think that's why maybe as a young child I had trouble relating to Snow White. Because even though I was a goody-goody two-shoes, or goody-goody gumdrops, whatever you want to call it, I still did little sneaky things because I was a kid. I had to learn for life. So the fact that Snow White in the original tale did that, maybe it was, I don't know if it was harsh or not. You guys be the judges. But there you go. Okay, so that's Snow White. And then we have next, we have Flynn Rider. This is going to be fun. Okay, so Flynn Rider, his name means son of a red-haired man. And then a rider is like somebody who rides a gallant steed or a horse or a turtle. I guess you can ride anything. But Flynn means son of a red-haired man. I told you it's morning, guys. I'm sorry I can't talk. Maybe his original dad had red hair. Or maybe just like the character he stole the story from had red hair. I don't know. But that's what Flynn Rider means. And Eugene means well-born. Disney likes hiding these secret name meanings in their soon-to-be princes. Like Aladdin was noble ruler or something similar to that. He was a street rat. Flynn Rider's kind of a street rat as well, if you think about it, And here he is being called basically well-born, like a noble. There you go. Disney's hinting. If you learn like Latin or any basic languages, do research on Google, you're going to find that out. So Disney's pretty fun with that. Flynn is lost trying to find himself, but he does have goals. So he doesn't exactly know who he is. Snow White knows who she is, but she's not allowed to be the princess, in a sense, very often. So, yeah, I think they can kind of comfort each other in a unique way. Because, Flynn can say, hey, you can do this. You go be that princess and go beat that mother of yours with a frying pan. And Snow White would be like, oh, no. But it would be a very unique pep talk between the two of them. I think they would lean on each other. Snow White could help Flynn tame Maximus. That would have been very useful. The film would have been as a comedic movie. But that would have been very useful for Flynn if he could obtain Maximus pretty quickly. Snow White can do it. And Rapunzel did it too, but Snow White probably could have done it like almost magically. Or in the other animals he encounters. Maybe not Pascal, because that's Rapunzel's pet. But Snow White could tame the animals for Flynn. If Flynn got to borrow Rapunzel's frying pan, and later at the end of the film you see all the guards have them, so I guess they were easier to get. Him and Snow White could cook anywhere. He would always have good food to enjoy. Snow White's a great cook. Flynn Rider has frying pans. She can whip him up a delicious meal from the forest. Her animal friends could, they could go skip and frolic, and she can sing and cook food, and Flynn would love it because, he's always on the run and everything. And you don't really see them eat anything except for the cupcakes and the apples and the festival in Tangled. That's a festival. I mean, festivals, you go for the food. That's why I go for festivals. So they're just ready to go. And if there's a magically enemy, well, you've got a frying pan. And if it's been cooking on an iron hot surface, or you're just put it on top of the fire, then that's really going to hurt if you smack an enemy. So they have a weapon and a meal no matter where they go. Flynn is also very protective of those he cares about, just like Snow White. Flynn is fast and sneaky and not afraid to get through the forest. He'd be a great guide to Snow White when she is lost. In fact, he was actually Rapunzel's guide. He had ulterior motives, but he knew how to get out of the forest. So I guess he's been, other than Rapunzel's tower, of course, he's been in the forest before, having to run away from the guards or soldiers or angry villagers with pitchforks. I don't know what he's been running from in his life. But he's a runner, and he's very quick and agile and very sneaky. So he could definitely guide Snow White out of the forest, because when she ran, she was seeing things, and she was scared, and she was crying, and she just kind of laid it a heap on the floor and just boo-hooed. Again, that she's young. Shows her innocence. So he'd be a great guide for her. He could, and she's little, and there's no, flowing 70 feet of hair for him to worry about, like with Rapunzel. So they'd be great together in the forest, and then she'd repay him and cook his meals. So, hey, it works out. Perfectly works out. He questions singing at random times, but he has a good voice. Snow White sings all the time, so I think this would just be fun comedic relief if they were in a film together, if they were dating. Snow White would sing regardless. She might be kind of like, oh, why don't you like to sing? But I think he'd let her do it over time, and I just love the look he gives at the snuggly duckling when everybody's singing. I don't sing. Oh, okay, he's going to sing. So it doesn't take a lot of convincing, I suppose, but that would just be fun if they were in a film. They do have the greatest age difference by characters, not by films themselves, although their film year gaps are very significant. But Snow White is 14 and Flynn is 26, so Flynn is almost double Snow White's age. But some women like mature men, they seek that out. And I can see Snow White being that type of person. Again, she's innocent, she's naive, she hasn't really been out of her castle except to pick flowers in the field too much. But I think it would work out because she's very practical minded. She's been raised to clean and cook, and she knows how to be a princess even though she's not allowed to royal her kingdom because of her stepmother. But I think they would work fine together. And Flynn's kind of childish at times, so it evens out. I guess mentality-wise, they'd be close to the same age. So it would look just adorable because she's so short, and Flynn's pretty tall for even a prince, and he's well built and everything. So it'd be cute seeing them hold hands and walking down the street. Although they probably want to wait till Snow White is 16 just for safety reasons. Don't need any hotline calls, people. It's all make believe. But they do have the biggest age difference Disney characters for a pretend couple. Flynn adores treasure, and if he dated Snow White and befriended the Dwarves, he'd be set for life. So there's his ulterior motives again. Yes, Snow White is beautiful, and she's kind and cooks, and she's a sweet princess, so he could be a king. But if he gets to love Snow White, and eventually the Dwarves accept him, that might take a little bit longer. And then they work at a diamond mine. He'd be set if he just grabs 2 or 3 and goes and sells them in the next town because, the town he normally steals stuff from probably knows who he is with the Luna posters. Although they just can't get his nose right. Insert drum roll here. But he'd be set And that would achieve his dream, and then he could relax and find his new dream, the theme of Tangled, finding a new dream, achieving your dreams, and that would be living with Snow White. So he'd be good to go. I don't know how Snow White would feel about that, but if the Dwarfs were his buddies, they might go to the pub, they don't have a snuggly duckling and have a meal with the tough guys. That would be awesome. And they go, here, buddy, you're awesome, happy birthday, here's 2 diamonds. Well, that'd be good. Dream accomplished, and then he still gets a girl. Both of them are orphans, making their bond strong. Snow White has lost both parents. That's just heavily implied. Obviously, she's lost her mother. Father's never mentioned in the animated film. Just assume. And then Flynn, he tells that story to Rapunzel at the campfire, saying, "I'm not going to tell you about the sad little orphan boy Eugene." And she's like, okay, so he's an orphan as well. That's why he's been on the run, and he must have been an orphan for quite a while, because he was inspired by the tale Flynn writer. So for him to be a child and be impressionable by a story that was read to the village kids, he must have been pretty young himself. So again, empathy, connecting common interests, like with a lot of the other couples, makes for a good relationship. And finally, and Dan, this is for you, my pet. With Flynn, who could resist the smolder? Snow White being melting in her little shoes. Any girl would. And she'd be so proud deep down. The smolder. Okay, guys, so that's Snow White and Flynn Rider, or Eugene. They are the couple for my team for match number 4. So please vote. Again, you have 2 days. The links for Dan's video to try to defeat this couple, but yeah. Okay, good luck, Dan. We have Dan's video down below. We have links to both of our websites with information, Panda Power, other videos, and of course the link for voting. And our social medias have the voting links as well if you follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook. We really appreciate all the time you guys are spending with us. I really like how I go from like the outdoorsy couple to the power couple to the superhero counseling couple, and I guess this would be like the adorable couple. These two, they don't seem like they fit when you think about them separately, but then you put them together, and it was just really cute. You think about them, exploring with each other and cooking for each other and achieving their dreams together. So speaking of dreams, here's the tagline for my Match 4 couple. My Match 4 couple's tagline is, "Someday my light and my dream will come." And if you know anything about Snow White or Tangled and their songs, hopefully you'll figure out where this tagline came from. Alright guys, so make sure you vote. Again, hashtag MPPMorgan. Vote for Snow White and Flynn in round 4. And we will see you for round 5. Okay. See you later. Don't resist the smolder. Bye guys.